In today's video, I'm going to teach you building an app with AI. We're going to walk through the basic process of creating an app in Base44, using plain language inside the builder chat to shape what you want, adjusting whether users need to sign in, and understanding how local development works if you want to manage files on your own machine. To get started, open a new project in Base44. This gives you a clean workspace where the app can be generated and refined. Once you're inside the project, the main tool you'll use is the builder chat. Think of this as the place where you explain your app idea in a clear, detailed way. The more specific your description is, the better the platform can understand the structure and features you need. In the builder chat, describe your vision in detail. For example, you could say something like, build a CRM for a catering business, with a dashboard to track leads, a page for client contact information, and a database to store order details. That kind of prompt works well because it tells the system what the app is for, which pages it needs, and what kind of data should be stored. When writing your own prompt, focus on the business goal, the pages you want, and the information that needs to be managed. Next, you can use the chat to control authentication. If you want users to sign in before accessing the app, type a command like add a login and sign up page using username and password authentication. This tells Base44 to include the access control layer for your project. On the other hand, if you want the app to be publicly accessible without requiring accounts, you can tell it to remove the sign-up requirement for public access. This is useful when you're building something that should be open to anyone, such as a public-facing tool or simple demo. It's also important to understand how local setup works. Base44 is cloud-hosted, which means it handles things like authentication and databases automatically for you in its hosted environment. That makes it especially convenient when you want to move quickly without manually configuring backend services. If you want to work locally, you can use the Base44 CLI from their GitHub. This is the tool used to manage the project files on your machine. In other words, the platform handles the hosted infrastructure, while the CLI helps you bring the project into a local development workflow. That's the core process. Create a new project, describe your app clearly in the builder chat, decide whether authentication should be enabled, and use the CLI if you want to work locally. Follow those steps, and you'll have a strong starting point for building an app with AI in Base44.